You see, but again, now the truth is that video producers and the rest, musicians actually use what happens in society to do whatever they do. I'm sure that a lot of those things that they were doing were actually reflections of what was happening. Not that they were actually they have any intention to promote it, but as at that time, efforts were not actually made to address the issues.
Yeah.
Now, but again, I think it is equally going wider.
Okay, that place you got there, that efforts are not being made to stem this. Toby Okechukwu, the man we saw in the beginning of that report, the PDP, is that representative?
Menugo also.
Yes. He was saying that, look, it's the youth, just a quote from him, he said something like, while citizens of other countries are embracing science and technology, Nigerian youths are turning to ritual killings. Now, this whole ritual killings business, I suppose it goes back into the belief system of our people.
Exactly.
Look, maybe if you were to take somebody from Denmark now and tell him that, let's kill that guy, you know, we're youths, let's kill that guy, it'll become money. He's going to look at you and say, are you crazy or something? But for some reason, you might not get that reaction simply because these youths were born into those kind of notions. In other words, their parents would have heard about this kind of notions.
Parents have brought their children for the business as well. So,
now, what can be done? Nothing can, I mean, because that's why I brought up the matter of a belief system. You can't just order somebody to change their belief system. So if these kids, and don't get me wrong when I say this, kids are not known to be, to always know what they're doing. So such an intricate matter, even if we were to consider it at all, you would expect that knowledgeable people, not kids whose sense of values, who probably, what do they want to do with the money? Maybe they want to buy a BMW or some other useless, ostentatious show of wealth. So it's already in our culture. How do we now get that out?
Though we are talking about the youth who are involved in this. The herbalists themselves are not youth. Most of the herbalists who are talking about who connive with these guys are not youth. Then the parents who are equally supporting some of these ones are not youth either. Now, when they find out, when they eventually make money through whatever means, and they buy cars for the parents and whatever, are they youth as well? So it's a societal thing now. It's not just about the youth. The youth are the one looking for these children kidnapped or whatever, but there are parents and elders connivance with it. It has to do with the fabrics, the values in society. You see, when you get to a point where you celebrate wealth without any consideration to how that wealth itself was acquired or gotten, then you are going to create the kind of sensation that will make others begin to look at it. Just like he said, okay, somebody has come throwing money anyhow, and in some cases we call them Yahoo boys, and they are happy. We celebrate them. All right, and you see the big cars they drive. Somebody somewhere say that, did you see what your...
They buy houses, or build houses.
The houses they build, they don't sleep inside. Yet, you find people who are still telling their children, did you see what they are doing there? Did you see your mates?
But Dan, this has taken hold. Because this is why they are reporting it. That's why they're even discussing it in the National Assembly. You saw the Deputy Minority Leader, Okechukwu, there. As far as he's concerned, he blames Nollywood. And you've spoken about Nollywood.
Yes, but I think the blame is directed to a wrong source. It's not, this is not just it's just one of them.
I think I agree with you.
It's just one of them. Nollywood is not
when the doctor said the filmmakers depict what happens in society, I don't have an issue with that. But I have an issue in how they promote it.
Good.
When you want to talk about what happens in society, it should be because you want to create corrections. This is what is happening, but it ought not to be happening. You watch some of these films. These guys are celebrated till the very end.
Okay.
And in some situation, you are encouraging others to do what they are doing.
Exactly.
And you have, like you said about value system, it has to do with our value system. And that is where we should go back to. I remember growing up, there was this young man. He later joined politics, became big and successful politically. He came back from abroad, did boreholes, water, for people in his community. And do you know that for almost a year or more, people refused to fetch water from those boreholes? until the traditional ruler of that community had to summon a meeting, invite him, and ask people. He did boreholes in so places, about 4. People are not fetching the water. What happened? They said they don't know the source of his wealth. The last thing we knew about this young man was that he left secondary school and disappeared to Lagos. Then he came back, started throwing money around. He had to explain, bringing his colleagues in abroad that he became a chartered accountant, started working with this big company, that big company, he got this contract. He explained his source of wealth.
You can see
when he was values. Values were still. But